the lot right now, they have a 2023 Chrysler Pacifica, a 2021 GMC Sierra 2500 HD Crew Cab, 134,691 miles, priced at $48,995. And also on the lot right now, a 2019 Jeep Compass with 64,175 miles, priced at $18,995. They're on the lot right now at T and B Auto Sales right off of Highway 2 in Bagley. Let's continue with our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank of Red Lake Falls. Here's Bagley head coach Sarah Schwegel.
Hey Sarah, thanks for joining us on the pregame show. We've had a lot of conversations this week, but that's because this is your third match of the week tonight, but it's been a good week for the Flyers so far.
Yeah, it's been a really great week for the Flyers. Monday at RLCC, pulling that out in 3 sets, and then Tuesday night at home against Winnie Mac, being able to get out of there in 3 sets too, although not always looking the prettiest throughout that match. We were successful at the end of the night, so that was great.
Yeah, two common threads between those two matches were comebacks, especially that big one against RLCC, but also you had one in that Winnie Mac match.
Yeah, we did. We were able to come back too, being down, and they were, up to 23 or 24, and being able to do that 2 nights in a row was interesting. Kind of fun. I mean, it's fun. It helps the momentum get going too, and the excitement. It's fun for everyone to watch, but yeah, that was great that we were able to pull it off and mentally be able to, sustain that and be able to do that. Yeah.
Well, the last time you played here, I guess, was the postseason last year.
Yeah, it's been a while. We're kind of used to playing in this gym now too, and it's always fun to come here and play in this gym and just to play Foston. It's a great experience every year. There's somewhat of that rivalry there, so that's fun. And I know it's homecoming, and it's gonna be probably pretty loud in here tonight. And I'm excited for the girls to give another chance. I know last year in the season we went to 5 sets over in Bagley, and then lost in the 5th set, a really close one in the 5th set. So we just have to kind of see how we come out and match up, but we know we just have to come out ready to play, and that every moment really does matter.
Does fatigue enter the picture in a week like this, or not so bad?
I think there's always some of that, a degree of that at some point, playing. I thought there was mental fatigue on Tuesday night, playing the back-to-back nights, kind of felt that way just by watching the girls, so hopefully having that Wednesday to just practice, and we kind of relaxed and just did some things we needed to do to get us more mentally back ready, to come out tonight, because it is going to be a mentally grueling match. Hopefully we can start out strong from the beginning.
That's a good point. I think a lot of people forget to think about the mental fatigue, but with each and every point that's played, they're playing hard. You've got a girl coming back tonight from an injury.
Yep, we have our junior middle hitter is going to give it a try tonight. She's been out for over a week and a half now, and so it'll kind of be her first go in a game again. So we'll kind of give it a try. Lexi Soderstrom will give it a try and see how it feels in that first set. So we'll see.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck, and if you have a chance, we'll catch up with you on the post game.
Sounds great, Tom. Thanks.
Sarah Schwegel, head coach of the Bagley Flyers. Again, they come in at 8-10 overall, and they, like Foston, are 2-3 in the Pine to Prairie Conference. Two teams warming up. We've got about 5 minutes left on the warm-up clock. We'll have the introduction of the lineups from our public address announcer, Lauren Dryberg. The Foston Pep Band is here, and they'll play the Star Spangled Banner, and we'll get this match underway here very shortly. You are listening to High School Sports on KKCQ-FM Bagley Foston, 96.7 on the FM dial and on the World Wide Web at rjbroadcasting.com. Starting lineups are next, brought to you by Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express in Foston.
945-6021. They're your one-stop shop for all your agronomic needs. They sell more than 3 different types of corn and soybean brands, both regional and national. Also selling dry and liquid fertilizer, all varieties of West-bred wheat, public varieties, and they also sell chemical. TDS Fertilizer has always been committed to creating new opportunities and higher levels of service for their customers, and they are truly focused on growing with you and your agribusiness. Welcome to Foston Family Dental, where we make sure every visit to our practice is a positive experience. Our team of skilled dentists and staff work together to provide comprehensive dental care to patients of all ages. From routine cleanings to complex procedures, we are committed to giving you the best possible dental care. With state-of-the-art technology and a warm, welcoming atmosphere, we strive to make your visit as comfortable as possible. Schedule an appointment today and see why Foston Family Dental is the top choice for dental care in our community.
Pursuing educational excellence for all in partnership with parents and community, Bagley Public Schools will support, challenge, and empower students to become responsible, productive citizens. To find out more about the Bagley School District, log on to their website, bagley.k12.mn.us. There you'll find school schedules along with sports schedules, activities, school board minutes, curriculum, alumni information, and school history. bagley.k12.mn.us. Empowering students, the Bagley School District.
Your house, it's more than just walls. It's where your kids took their first steps, where birthdays and backyard barbecues became lifelong memories. This is Nikki Groshong at Border Bank. We know your home holds more than history. It holds possibility. With a home equity loan or HELOC, you can turn the value into your kitchen you've always dreamed of or the family room your family really needs. Stop by to explore if using the equity in your home is the right option for you. We're Border Bank, headquarters for funding home improvement projects.
Funding decisions made on credit approval, member FDIC.
Time now for your starting lineups, brought to you by Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express in Foston. For the visiting Bagley Flyers, they will start with number 1, Maisie Hoy, a freshman. Number 2, Michaelin Hoy, a sophomore. Number 3, Stella Jesness, a junior. Number 7, Caitlin Kumpala, a senior. Number 8, Kaylee Thompson, a freshman. And returning from an ankle injury, number 16, Alexis Soderstrom, she is a junior. The libero for Bagley is number 10, Kira Lynch, a senior. Maisie Hoy, Michaelin Hoy, Stella Jesness, Caitlin Kumpala, Kaylee Thompson, and Alexis Soderstrom. Kira Lynch is the libero. Bagley comes in 8 and 10 overall, 2 and 3 in the conference. Sarah Schlegel, the head coach, and Amy Fontaine and Brianna Floyd are the assistant coaches for Bagley. And for the home team on the scoreboard, the Foston Greyhounds. They'll start with number 2, Hattie Quam, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 3, Brielle Dupong, a 5'7 sophomore. Number 5, Ava Hayes, a 5'10 junior. Number 7, Emma Howard, a 5'7 8th grader. Number 8, Lexi Illies, a 5'11 sophomore. And number 9, Madison Bailey, a 5'9 senior. And the libero for the Greyhounds, number 14, Hannah Fonder, a 5'6 freshman. Hattie Quam, Brielle Dupong, Ava Hayes, Emma Howard, Lexi Illies, Maddie Bailey, and Hannah Fonder, the libero. The Greyhounds are 6 and 8 overall, 2 and 3 in the conference. Alyssa Macy, the head coach, Christy Rustin, Emma Jernis, and Emma Bushy are the assistant coaches for the Foston Greyhounds. Next up on the schedule for these two teams, Foston will be going to the Perham tournament on Saturday. They'll play Perham in the first match at around 10 o'clock. After that, it depends on how the teams are bracketed, so it's not like pool play back in the old days, but Perham will be their first opponent, we know that. Then on Monday, Norman County East Julin Hitterdal is here, and then the Greyhounds go to Lake Park Audubon on Tuesday to play the Raiders. We'll have those matches Monday and Tuesday on the radio. And ironically, Bagley will be playing those same two opponents, Norman County East Julin Hitterdal at home on Tuesday, and then Lake Park Audubon at home next Thursday. So that's what's next up on the schedule for these two teams. Our opening serve coming up shortly. That's brought to you by the Foston School District. The Foston School District excited to welcome everyone back to school and wishing the students, teachers, and staff a great year ahead. Together, let's make this year one for the books. Go Greyhounds, and don't forget the Foston School News tomorrow afternoon at 2:05. Our opening serve again brought to you by Foston School District 601. All right, we're just about set for the introduction of the lineups, our Star Spangled Banner, and we'll get this match underway very shortly. Bagley and Foston High School Volleyball coming up on KKCQ.
At the
Foston Tri-Co-op, we take farming seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. Whether you need feed, seed, or a friendly face to swap stories with, we've got you covered. Our shelves are stocked, our coffee cups are full, and our team is ready to keep your farm running smoothly without any bull. Well, maybe just a few cows. Stop by the Foston Tri-Co-op today. Professional service, hometown humor, and everything you need to get the job done.
The Honda dealers of Ada are ready for fall. Huge savings on all new and pre-owned vehicles. Huge savings on OEM parts and accessories. Lee Brothers Sales and Kelly's Chrysler Center have a nice selection of trucks, vans, SUVs, and cars. Plus, many fresh trade-ins and new 2026 models available for order. You can see all their inventory online at LeeBrosAdaMN.com and Kelly's Chrysler Center.com. Or stop in and talk to one of their friendly salespeople. The Auto Dealers of Ada, serving the Red River Valley and Lakes Country for over 90 years.
Team Industries is at the forefront of innovation, driving progress in manufacturing across Minnesota. With locations in Bagley, Audubon, Park Rapids, and Detroit Lakes, Team Industries is a leader in creating advanced drivetrains and custom solutions for the world's top brands. Join a company where your work shapes the future. Explore career opportunities at Team Industries and take your next step in a cutting-edge industry. Team Industries, innovating today, shaping tomorrow.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentialhealth.org to schedule your appointments.
Huge savings on all new and pre-owned vehicles. Huge savings on OEM parts and accessories. Lee Brothers Sales and Kelly's Chrysler Center have a nice selection of trucks, vans, SUVs, and cars. Plus, many fresh trade-ins and new 2026 models available for order. You can see all the inventory online at LeeBrosAdaMN.com. Kelly's Chrysler Center one of their friendly salespeople. The Auto Dealers of Ada, serving the Red River Valley and Lakes Country for over 90 years.
Harvest is one of the busiest times of the year in our region, which means it's time to place extra focus on electrical safety. Farm equipment today is bigger than ever, and the increased height could lead to more contacts with power lines. When working in the field this fall, make sure you use a spotter when to move large equipment and always stay at least 10 feet away from all power lines. If your equipment ever comes in contact with an electric pole, do not get out and examine it. Call 911 and wait until the line has been de-energized before exiting your equipment. This message is from Red Lake Electric, wishing you a safe and successful harvest.
Would you like to feel better, sleep better, and have more energy? If your answer was yes, then call Foston Chiropractic Clinic at 218-435-6186. Our goal at Foston Chiropractic Clinic is to help you feel better in the shortest time possible. Dr. Gabe offers chiropractic care, acupuncture, dry needling, and nutritional supplements to help you achieve your health care goals. Want to enjoy life with less pain? Then give Foston Chiropractic Clinic a call today, 218-435-6186, or visit the website FostonChiro.com.
Bagley wearing the white uniforms tonight with the gold and maroon numerals and the black shorts. Greyhounds in the maroon with the white numerals, black trim, and black shorts. Foston will be to my right of the net. Big crowd on hand tonight. Again, both B and the C squad matches went the 3-set limit. Foston winning the C squad match, Bagley taking the B squad match. All right, Kaylee Thompson at the line to serve. The whistle blows. That means it's time for volleyball. Greyhounds the opening attack. Dupont going to Hayes and a strong hit. Flyers get the block up. McKaylin Hoy pats it over with her left hand. Greyhounds will go with Howard to Dupont. Blocked over, kept alive there by Fonder. And that's going to be a double hit on the Greyhounds. And the Flyers draw first blood, and they lead 1-0. Kaylee Thompson, a freshman at the line to serve for the Flyers. Here comes the line drive serve. Dupont will set the ball. Illies with the approach down the middle. Got the kill. Nice hit by Lexi Illies, a sophomore. And we're tied at 1 apiece. Illies at the line to serve as Bailey will come in for the libero Fonder. Lexi Illies at the line, the conventional standing serve. And the set's going to go to the right side. McKaylin Hoy goes back row and gets a nice kill. McKaylin Hoy, a sophomore for Bagley, giving the Flyers a side out and a 2-1 lead. And at the line to serve is Caitlin Kumpala for the Flyers. Here comes a line drive serve. It's a beauty. A Bagley Co-op Association service ace for Kumpala. And the Flyers have a 3-1 lead here in the first set. Kumpala at the line to serve again for Bagley. Into the corner, and that is out of bounds. So Kumpala with a service error, the first for Bagley. And the Flyers lead 3-2. Brielle Dupont at the line to serve for the Fosston Greyhounds. And the serve from Dupont, that's going to be in play to Maisie Hoy. Here's a set to Soderstrom, blocked by the Greyhounds. Kumpala goes to Soderstrom for another try and another block. Hayes putting up a nice block there for the Greyhounds, and they tie it up at 3 apiece. Hayes going one-on-one with Soderstrom. 3-3 here in the first set. Brielle Dupont on the line to serve for the Greyhounds. Into the back row, Maisie Hoy hits it out of play. It's an ace for Dupont, her first and the team's first, brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association. Greyhounds have scored 3 in a row and lead 4-3. Their first lead of the first set. Brielle Dupont with the serve, and that one's handled by Thompson. And Soderstrom trying to tip it over the block, but tipped it into the net. And the Greyhounds score again. They lead 5-3. Brielle Dupont with a nice run of the service line here for Fosston. Here comes the serve down the middle, dug out by Thompson. Kumpala gets the set off, and Hoy gets it over, and then pushed right back over by Hayes. Kumpala with a set left side. McKaylin Hoy blocked by Hayes, and nope. It came off the net. It was not a block, so a hit by McKaylin Hoy coming off the net. And Bagley's going to take a timeout. The timeouts here on KKCQ are brought to you by the Fosston Tri-Co-op, your trusted...
Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls, we pride ourselves on serving you with experienced, friendly bankers who make all decisions locally. Our bankers are available to help you with any of your financial needs. We offer a variety of deposit products from checking accounts to IRAs. Our quick local decisions allow you to borrow money and make your purchases today. Stop in or call one of our local friendly bankers today at 218.
Brielle Dupont will continue serving, counting the side out. The Greyhounds have scored 5 in a row on this run. Dupont with a serve, back row, Maisie Hoy. Here's a back set to McKaylin Hoy, blocked, kept alive by Illies. Dupont tips it over, nice save by Thompson, and McKaylin Hoy bumps it over from the 10-foot line. Greyhounds on the attack. Dupont going to Howard, dug out in the back row by Maisie Hoy, who takes a tumble. McKaylin Hoy hits it over, great save by Hovey to Howard, and dug out by Thompson. Now the Flyers go to McKaylin Hoy, who pushes it over. Illies to the pass to Dupont, who tips it over, hit backwards by Soderstrom. McKaylin Hoy with a swing, and she ends a long rally with a kill. Oh, what a rally. And a side out for Bagley. They're down 6-4. And McKaylin Hoy at the line to serve for the Flyers. Here comes the serve. Hovey with the up to Dupont, and the set to Hayes, who hits it long. She hit it hard but deep. And the Flyers back to within one now at 6-5. 6-5. Fosston with a 1-point lead. McKaylin Hoy at the line to serve. Nice serve to Illies. Dupont will set the ball. Howard with a big swing. Got it! Emma Howard, the 8th grader, with her first kill. Boy, a lot of young, talented players on both of these teams. 7-5. Fosston up by 2 here in set number 1. Ava Hayes at the line to serve for the Greyhounds. She's a junior. Puts it into play, and it landed just deep. Hayes with the service error. And it's 7-6. The Greyhounds lead by 1. Here comes Kira Lynch, the libero into serve. She'll check in for Soderstrom. Here comes a serve. Hit backwards and out of play by Bailey. That's an ace for Lynch. Her first, the team second, brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association. We're tied at 7. Kira Lynch on the line to serve for the lead. Into the back row to Illy's. Low pass. Dupont gets it off. Quam backhands it over, but out of bounds. And Bagley's on top, 8-7. Kira Lynch on the line to serve again here for the Bagley Flyers. Lynch with a serve, and the whistle blew, and the Greyhounds were out of rotation. So the Flyers score, and they lead 9-7. Greyhounds out of rotation, 9-7. Bagley up by 2. Lynch with a serve, and that's going to land inbound, just inside the deep baseline. Lynch with another ace, her second. And now Bagley's up 10-7. They've scored 5 in a row. 10-7 Flyers here in the first set. Lynch with a serve into the back row to Illies. The up to Dupont. Here's a back set going to Bailey. Bailey slams it down with that left-handed swing. Her first kill. And a side out for the Greyhounds, who trailed 10-8 here in the first set. Anna Fonder had the line to serve for the Greyhounds. In play to McKaylin Hoy. Picked up by Lynch, and Maisie Hoy taps it over the net to Fonder. High pass to Dupont. Set to Illies. Big swing. Diving save by McKaylin Hoy. Maisie Hoy gets it over the net. Greyhounds on the attack. They go to Quam. Quam hits it long, and no touch at the net. And the Flyers side out with an 11-8 lead here in the first set. Madison Mullen back in for Bagley. She'll check in for Stella Jesness. Mullen with a serve, handled by Fonder. The pass got sprayed off to the right. Good save, though, by Dupont, and the Greyhounds get it over. Mullen will set the ball, and it's hit over by Thompson. Played by Howard. Quam with a set to Howard. Howard hits it into the back row to Lynch. Flyers on the attack. Maisie Hoy for the kill. Greyhounds get the block on it. Now they're going to try Cupola on the other side, and she gets it over. Greyhounds bump it over on the set. Tapped over by Illies. Cupola will set the ball. Maisie Hoy hits it over and down. I think we're going to have a lot of long rallies tonight. Maisie Hoy with her first kill, and it's 12-8 Bagley. Here's a serve. Greyhounds will set it up, and they're going to go with a back set, and Howard with a kill through the block. Emma Howard's second kill. Side out for the Greyhounds, who trailed 12-9 here in the first set. At the line to serve is Emma Howard for Foston. Howard with a serve, and they're going to let it go, and it landed just deep. So Howard with a service error, her first and the team second. And Bagley leads 13-9 here in the first set. Maisie Hoy at the line to serve. Line drive, and it's handled there by Hayes. Pass to Howard, set to Quam. Quam hits it into the back row, kept alive, and bumped over the net by Cupola. Dug out in the back row for Foston. Hayes, Howard, back set to Illies. Dug out in the back there by Mullen to Lynch, and hit over by Maisie Hoy. Now the Greyhounds set it up to the middle. Quam taps it over the net to Cupola. And here's the set going to McKaylin Hoy, who taps it over. Dug out there by Fonder. Here is Howard to Dupont, and Dupont hits it to the block to Cupola. Real Dupont with a kill on the Greyhounds side out, trailing Bagley 13-10 here in the first set. Miley Hovey comes in for Hattie Quam for the Greyhounds. Left-handed serve by Hovey. And the up to Cupola, and backhanded over the net by McKaylin Hoy. Greyhounds on the attack. It's Illies with a tip, played by Maisie Hoy. Here's a set to Cupola, and she goes back row, saved by Howard, tipped over by Hayes. Flyers go to Thompson, and Thompson gets the kill. Kaylee Thompson with her first kill. 14-9. Bagley up by... 14-10. Bagley up by 4. 4-point lead for the Flyers. Here's Kaylee Thompson serving for Bagley. Into the back row, Howard to the up to Dupong. Back set, Illies with a strong swing, dug out there by Thompson. Flyers on the attack, McKaylin Hoy hits it over, blocked by Hayes. They go to McKaylin Hoy, big swing, and another block put up by the Greyhounds. McKaylin Hoy with a third try, and that time she drops it in front of Dupong. Try again, and McKaylin Hoy with the kill, 15-10. Bagley with a 5-point lead here in the first set. Thompson with a serve. That is going to go off a Hovey and an ace. Kaylee Thompson, her first ace, the team's fourth. And the Greyhounds are going to call a timeout. And again, the timeouts here on KKCQ.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in
Clear view of the road ahead. Whether it's time for an eye checkup, new glasses, or contact lenses, trust the experienced team at Crookston and Foster Eye Clinic. Call today to schedule your appointment and see the difference care makes. Crookston and Foster Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
All right, Bagley continues to serve. Kaylee Thompson at the line. Here's the approach and the serve by Thompson, handled by Hovey. Dupong sets the ball, back row attack hit by Howard, and deep. And the Flyers score again. They lead 17-10. Howard going for the deep baseline, but hit it just long. Kaylee Thompson with the serve for Bagley, and that's going to land deep. Thompson's first service error, the team's second. So now it's 17-11. Bagley with a 6-point lead. Illies at the line to serve for Foston. Here comes the serve. Maisie Hoy. Cupola going to Soderstrom. Blocked at the net. Howard with it looked like Howard and Hayes got their signals crossed in the lines between the two of them. So Bagley scores the point. They lead 18-11. Here comes Justice back in for the Flyers, coming in from Mullen, and the serve by Cupola. Greyhounds on the attack. Dupont to Hayes. Hayes with a boomer. Eva Hayes with her first kill. So a side out for Foston, and the Greyhounds trail 18-12 here in the first set. Brielle Dupont on the line to serve for Foston. This is KKCQ-FM, Bagley Foston, 96.7 on the FM dial and rjbroadcasting.com. Dupont with a serve into the back row, and Maisie Hoy unable to come up with it. That's the second ace for the Greyhounds, and the second one for Dupont. Brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association, 18-13 Bagley. Brielle Dupont with a serve. Handled there by Justice. Set to Soderstrom. Big swing and she gets the kill. Coming back from an ankle injury. Soderstrom puts it away and a side out for Bagley. They're playing with a lot of emotion right now. And it shows on the scoreboard. Flyers up 19-13. McKaylin Hoy at the line to serve for Bagley. Into play. Here's Dupont going to Bailey, and Bailey able to knock it through the block for the kill. Madison Bailey's second kill, and now it's 19-14 Bagley. Ava Hayes at the line to serve for the Greyhounds. Hayes with a jump serve into the back row, and Cupola unable to come up with a nice serve by Hayes. Her first ace, the team's third. Greyhounds are back to within 4 at 19-15. Service aces again brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association. Here comes a serve, dropping quickly, dug out by McKaylin Hoy. Here's a set, and Maisie Hoy with a nice approach. Illies with a save, and they get it over. Bailey, but what a save by Illies. Flyers on the attack, back set, Justice hits it over. Greyhounds a free swing for Howard, and she puts it away. Emma Howard's third kill off the free ball. And the Greyhounds are down by only 3 now at 19-16. Eva Hayes at the line to serve for the Greyhounds. Here comes the serve into the back row, hit backwards and out of play. Hayes with another ace. And it's 19-17. The Greyhounds down by 2, and Bagley will take their second timeout. Timeouts again are brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op on your...
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Nelson, with offices conveniently located in Grand Forks, Boston, and Hillsborough. Overmo and Nelson, because smart decisions start with sound advice.
All right, we're back here at a raucous Foston High School gymnasium. Eva Hayes of the line to continue serving. Here comes the serve, dropping quickly to Michaela Hoy. Justice will set the ball. Maisie Hoy hits it down the middle, got it. Somebody touched it. Maisie Hoy with a kill. And a side out of the timeout for Bagley. They're up by 3 at 20-17. Soderstrom at the line to serve for Bagley. She wears number 16. She's a junior. There's a serve. Illies to Dupong, and it's hit over by Bailey, but long. 21-17, Bagley up by 4. So the timeout by Coach Sarah Swagel, righting the ship a little bit for Bagley. Here's the serve. Bailey with a low pass, Dupong to Quam. Quam with a kill through the block of Thompson. Addie Quam's first kill, 21-18, Bagley by 3 here in the first set. Hannah Fonder at the line to serve. Here's the toss and the serve to Michaela Hoy. And it's Justice with a set and a kill on the left side for Maisie Hoy. Blocked by the Greyhounds, but out of bounds. And now Foston is going to take a timeout. The timeouts again brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op. For expert support and local solutions, reach out to Foston Tri-Co-op, growing with you right here at home. And on your
advertise your business on GVTV. Local TV advertising is a great way to get the most out of your advertising dollars by targeting the right audience at the right time. R&J Broadcasting and Garden Valley Technologies have partnered to make TV advertising an affordable option for local businesses. If you're interested in getting a fresh, new commercial promoting your business on GVT's local and network channels, call today and ask for ad sales or visit the website and submit.
Bagley. Stella Justice on the line to serve. Line drive and an overpass by Fonder. Justice runs up to play it. Kupola going to Thompson and played off the block by Dupong. Howard with a set to Quam. Quam trying to put it away and does. Addie Quam's second kill. 22-19. Greyhounds down by 3. At the line to serve is Emma Howard. Here comes a serve, line drive to Michaela Hoy. Mullen will set the ball, and Kupola hits it over, dug out by Hayes. Howard sets it to Illies, who gets it over. Played there by the libero Lynch. Big swing by Maisie Hoy, and Maisie puts it away from the left side, her 4th kill. 23-19, Bagley needs 2 more to win the first set. And Maisie Hoy at the line to serve for the Flyers. Here's a jump serve, and they let it go, and it lands deep. Her first service error, and the team's third. 23-20. Foston down by 3 with the serve. Miley Hovey at the line to serve for the Greyhounds. Left-handed serve. Oh, that might have gone deep, but Maisie Hoy played it and hits it out of bounds. So instead of a service error, it's a service ace for Miley Hovey. And the Greyhounds draw to within 2 at 23-21. Ovi with a serve, took something off it. Lynch able to get it to Thompson, and Kumpala tips it over the net. Greyhounds on the attack. Hayes with a back set to Dupong. Lynch with a save for Bagley. McKalen Hoy with the approach, hard hit. Hayes got the block on it. Flyers reload. They're going to go to McKalen Hoy. A tip dug out by Howard. Illy's on the secondary set, thrown over by Hayes, and she puts it away. Eva Hayes with her second kill, and the Greyhounds draw to within one at 23-22. Could be here for a while tonight. Miley Hovey with a left-handed conventional serve, handled by Maisie Hoy, kept alive by Thompson, bumped over by Lynch. Hovey up ahead. Howard to Hayes, who gets over. Nice save in the back row by Mullen, and then put away by McKalen Hoy. Mullen with a really nice dig, directed it over to McKalen Hoy, who put it away for the kill. And Bagley is serving set point. They lead 24-22 with Kaylee Thompson at the line. Soderstrom will come in for Lynch to play front row. Here's a serve. Illies. Dupont going to Hayes, and Hayes puts it away. Dupont with the assist. Eva Hayes with her third kill. 24-23 Bagley, and Illies at the line to serve for the Greyhounds. Illies with the serve into the back row, hit backwards, picked up though by Maisie Hoy and dumped over by Soderstrom. Howard going to Hayes. Oh, somebody touched it. It landed out, but Hayes will get the kill. Somebody touched it according to the line judge. And it's 24-24. Lexi Hilly serving for the Greyhounds in a wild and woolly first set. Here comes a serve to Thompson. Back row attack, and Maisie Hoy gets it over the net. Hovey. Howard will set the ball. Dupont gets it into the back row to Maisie Hoy. Mullen with a set. McKalen Hoy gets it over to Hovey. Howard for the Greyhounds with a tip, and they got it over. What a play by Thompson. Put away by Bailey. Bailey with the kill. Thompson made a great save, but it turned out to be an overpass. And Foston is serving set point. Both teams have taken all their timeouts. Illy's serving set point. Here's a serve to Thompson. Thrown over there by Kumpala, returned by Hayes. Kumpala with a tip, hit backwards by Dupont, kept alive by Hovey, came over the net. Kumpala's gonna go to McKalen Hoy, got it! McKalen Hoy knocks it through the block, and now we're tied at 25-25. Whew. You can tell early both of these teams want this one. Caitlin Kumpala, senior at the line to serve for Bagley. Good low serve, it's an ace! Kumpala with her second ace, brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association. That's 5 aces now, and Bagley is serving set point, 26-25. Kumpala with a serve to Illies. Dupont with a set to Hayes, got it! Eva Hayes with a kill, and now we're tied at 26-26. Brielle Dupont to serve for the Greyhounds here in set one. Here's the toss and the serve. Thompson to the pass. Kumpala to McKalen Hoy, who threw it over. Illies plays it, tipped over on the second hit by Dupont. Flyers on the attack. Soderstrom. Oh, nice off the block dig by Hovey, and then hit over the net by Howard. McKalen Hoy for Bagley. Blocked by Hayes. McKalen Hoy is going to bump it over the net to Hovey. Dupont back set. Bailey with the tip, played by Soderstrom. McKalen Hoy throws it over. One-handed save by Howard, but it trickled off the net, but Illy's got it over. Kumpala to McKalen Hoy, who tips it over the net to Howard. Dupont going to Hayes, blocked, and the Greyhounds keep it alive. Illies, and it's hit over by Dupont. Thompson, and the set to McKalen Hoy as she puts it away. Nice set by Kumpala, who gets the assist. 27-26, Bagley. McKaylin Hoy serving set point. Here comes the serve into the back row. Kept alive, they get it over. Yes, Dupont did. Here is Justice on the set to Soderstrom. Got it! Bagley takes the first set. Justice with the assist to Soderstrom. And the Bagley Flyers win the first set 28-26 on your Lynn Ford's Insurance Agency scoreboard. We've only just begun. We're back with set 2 on KKC.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Fosston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Fosston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Fosston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Fosston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
Ready to hit the lake? At Harlan's Boats R Us, we've got the boat that fits your lifestyle. Fishing boats, pontoons, and family cruisers. All at prices that won't sink your budget. We're proud to be your local boat dealer, offering top brands, expert service, and small-town customer care. Swing by Harlan's Boats R Us just off Highway 2 in Menor. Visit Harlan's Boats R Us and launch into summer fun.
Looking to get ahead on next year's project? TS Excavating in Convict has you covered. Specializing in septic system installation, concrete footing digs, and landscaping prep, TS Excavating is the team you can count on for precision work and reliable service. Whether it's a new septic system or prepping the ground for your dream landscape, it's not too late to get a bid for next season. Call TS Excavating today and lock in your spot. Call today at 218-358-0790. TS Excavating, your foundation for next year's success.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback by Fosston. They were down 19-13. And they actually were serving set point, couldn't get it. Bagley sided out, and then finally the Flyers put it away. Eva Hayes, 5 kills to lead the Greyhound attack. Maddie Bailey and Emma Howard each with 3. McKaylin Hoy had 6 kills. Maisie Hoy had 4, and Alexis Soderstrom had 2 kills for Bagley. 5 service aces for the Greyhounds, 5 for Bagley. The Greyhounds had 2 service errors. The Flyers had 3 in the first set. All right, so Fosston will start serving set number 2. Hovey at the line. Thompson with a pass. Cupola going to McKaylin Hoy, blocked in the middle. Now the Flyers have McKaylin Hoy, the 10-foot line, getting it over the net. Here's Hayes with a back set to Dupont, dug out by Maisie Hoy. Now Mullen will set the ball to McKaylin Hoy, and she hits it out. And the Greyhounds have a 1-0 lead. Hovey with her 3rd service point. Here's Hovey with a serve, line drive, and dug out there by Maisie Hoy, came over the net. Here is Illies on the set to Hayes, and blocked. Actually, it hit the top of the net. It was not a block. It was hit into the net, and we're tied at 1. Caitlin Cupola at the line to serve for the Flyers. Cupola puts it into play into the back row to Hovey. Dupont with a set to Hayes. Oh, nicely done. Dupont to Hayes again. Eva's got 6 kills. That set was right on the money by Brielle Dupont. And the Greyhounds have a 2-1 lead. Fosston will serve with Lexi Illies at the line. She's got 2 service points. Illies with the serve into the back row. Line drive past to McKaylin Hoy, and Maisie Hoy gets it over from about 15 feet away. Howard for the Greyhounds going to Dupont. Blocked. Played off the block. Here's a set to McKaylin Hoy. She had a backtrack and it landed in, but well, we had one call it in, one call it out. Yeah, it was. I think it went around the antenna, so the Greyhounds score the point, and they lead 3-1. It landed in, I think, but it went around the antenna. Flyers on the attack. McKaylin Hoy pushes it over. One-handed save by Dupont, and Hovey got it over. Now the Greyhounds set up the defense. It's hit over by Justness. Howard with the set. Hayes over the double block, and a diving save, but not a clean one by Maisie Hoy. Ava Hayes with her 7th kill, and the Greyhounds have built a 4-1 lead here in the second set. Here's Illies at the line to serve. Thompson hits it backwards, picked up in front of the line there by Maisie Hoy, and then Soderstrom hits it over to Hovey. Howard to Hayes, and Hayes got the corner. What a hit by Hayes. Howard with the assist. Hayes has 8 kills, and the Greyhounds have jumped out to a 5-1 lead. Nice run at the line by Lexi Illies. That was a nice hit by Ava Hayes. Here comes the serve. And Kupala with a back set to McKaylin Hoy, and she puts it through. Her 7th kill. So the Greyhounds have a 5-2 lead here in the second set. And McKaylin Hoy at the line to serve for Bagley. She's got 1 service point. Here comes a serve, nice low serve, and it's hit out of play by Howard. McKaylin Hoy with her first ace, the team 6th. Brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association. Greyhounds lead now by 2 at 5-3. Foston leads the match 1-0. McKaylin Hoy with a right-handed standing serve, and it's kept alive by Dupont. Can Howard get it over? Oop, a little too far back. And another point for Bagley, and the Greyhound lead down to 1 now at 5-4. Here's the serve by McKaylin Hoy. Hit backwards by Illies, picked up by Dupont, and Hayes gets it over. Soderstrom, Kupala going to Maisie Hoy, who gets it over the net. Hayes hits it deep into the back row, but long. And we're tied at 5. That missed by an inch or two. McKaylin Hoy, a sophomore, to serve for a lead now. It was 5-1 Foston, now it's 5-5. McKaylin Hoy with a serve. Here's Dupont setting the ball to Bailey, who hits it over. McKaylin Hoy with an overpass to Hayes, and Hayes says thank you very much and knocks it down for her 9th kill. 6-5, Greyhounds lead here in the second set. Bagley won the first one, 28-26. Brielle Dupont at the line to serve. For Foston, they lead 6-5. Here comes the serve. Maisie Hoy up ahead to Justness, who sets the ball, and Maisie Hoy puts it away. Maisie Hoy with her 5th kill, and we're tied at 6. Kira Lynch, the senior libero, comes in to serve for the Flyers. Here comes the serve, barely clear the net. Bailey hits it almost into the bench. Good recovery there by Hayes, and then Hovey gets it over to Lynch. Kupala on the set, pushed over by McKaylin Hoy. Now the Greyhounds on the attack. Bailey with a hard hit, but hit it long, and no touch at the net. And the Flyers have the first lead of the second set. Now it's 7-6. Lynch with 5 service points. Lynch with a serve. Pass to Dupont. Dupont with a back set to Hayes, and Hayes puts it away. Ava Hayes with double digits in the kill column already with 10. And we're tied at 7. Braylon Sater, a sophomore, will come in to serve for the Greyhounds. She'll come in for Hayes. Sater with a serve. Lynch up ahead is Justness, and Maisie Hoy hits it over. Diving save by Sater. Dupont getting it to Quam. Quam splits the middle for the kill. Hattie Quam's 3rd kill. And now the Greyhounds are up 8-7. Braylon Sater with her first service point. Here comes the serve into the back row to McKaylin Hoy, the up to Justness. Set to Maisie Hoy, blocked on the Foston side, tipped over the net, and inbound by Bailey. Nice adjustment off the block for Bailey. Her fourth kill, and the Greyhounds lead 9-7. Braylon Sater at the line to serve again for the Greyhounds. Here comes the serve. McKaylin Hoy getting it to Justness and hit over the net by Lynch. Sater pass to Dupont, set to Quam, who tips it over, hit into the net, played off the net by Justness, hit over by Maisie Hoy. Here's Dupont going to Howard, and the Flyers, can they get it over? They do. Lynch got it over the net. Dupont with a high set to Quam, got it! Oh, some great volleyball here tonight, folks. Hattie Quam with her fourth kill, and the Hounds are up 10-7. Timeout, Bagley. The timeouts again brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op with locations in Foston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully.
Board of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy. Not only do we have a large selection to choose from, but we also offer them with a wide range of options. Whether it's the F-150, Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, we'll find the vehicle that best fits you and your budget. Check out the selection at ChristianBrothersFord.net or ChristianCarsOnline.com. Find your next vehicle at Christian Brothers Ford, Highway 2 East in Crookston.
Perfect window and window treatment for your building. We'll also help you choose a custom color for the interior or exterior of your home or business. Call Oakley Lumber Incorporated today for a free quick estimate.
All right, 10-7, Foston with the lead. Bagley taking the first time out for either team in the second set. Braylon Sater has served up 3 in a row at the line for Foston. Here comes the serve to McKaylin. Oh, it's an ace! So the Greyhounds with 6 service aces brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association. The Greyhounds were down 7-6. Now they're ahead 11-7. Sater with another nice serve to McKaylin Hoy. Maisie Hoy with a secondary set, tipped over and down. Good play there by Kaylee Thompson for Bagley. And the Flyers get a side out, but they're down by 3 at 11-8. Madison Mullen will come in to serve, number 4 for the Flyers. Mullen, a sophomore. Here comes the serve, handled by Sater. Pass to Dupont and the set to Quam, and Quam hit it into the net. And the Flyers draw to within 2 now at 11-9. Mullen with her second service point of the night. Here's a serve by Mullen into the back row. Illies and Dupont with a back set, and did somebody touch it? It landed long off the hit by Bailey. Nope, a clear path out. So the Greyhound lead down to 1 now at 11-10. Bailey hitting it long. Mullen at the line. Here comes the serve into the back row to Illies. Dupont will set the ball. Quam with a big swing. Nicely done. Dupont to Quam. Hattie with 5 kills and a side out for the Greyhounds, who lead by 2 at 12-10. Here comes Hannah Fonder in, the freshman libero, to serve. She'll check in for Maddie Bailey. Fonder at the line. Here comes the serve. McKaylin Hoy. And the set's going to go to Thompson, who hit it over. And Sater in the back row directs it to Illies, who taps it over the net. Now Mullen will set the ball to Maisie Hoy. Blocked but out of bounds by the Greyhounds. So Maisie Hoy with his 6th kill. And the Greyhound lead down to 1 again at 12-11. Maisie Hoy at the line to serve. She's just a freshman for the Flyers. There's a serve into the back row to Fonder. Dupont with a back set right side to Howard. Dug out by Lynch, the libero for Bagley. McKaylin Hoy with a big swing. Blocked. Hoy kept it alive. Comes over and tipped over by Kumpelot. Greyhounds on the attack. Back set. Howard pushes it over and gets the kill. Emma Howard with her 4th kill. So the Greyhounds side out with a 13-11 lead. Emma Howard at the line to serve for Foston. And the approach and the serve barely clear the net. Dug out of there by Mullen, and the Flyers get it over. Here's Sater. Howard with a set to Quam. Blocked by the Flyers. Played off the block by Kupola. Mullen going to McKaylin-Hoy, who taps it over. Dug out by Fonder. Greyhounds go to Quam. Oh, she kind of ran by it, and she got it over the net. Would they call it? Is that a legal hit? It is. The Flyers thought it was a lift, but Quam's going to get the kill. And the Greyhounds lead 14-11. That was a very unusual hit there by Quam, but the official said it stands. Howard with a serve off the top of the net. Flyers work it over on the left side of McKaylin-Hoy. Dupont with a pass to Howard. Right back to Dupont, and Dupont hits it into the net. So it's 14-12. Foston up by 2. Kaylee Thompson had the line to serve for Bagley. There comes the serve into the back row. Illies with a pass to Howard and a set to Dupont, who tips it over. Here is Kupola going to McKaylin-Hoy, who got it over the net. Greyhounds go to Dupont. Dupont with a big swing on the left side. Real Dupont second kill. And the Greyhounds back up by 3 at 15-12. They lead the match 1-0. Miley Hovey at the line to serve now for the Greyhounds. Left-handed serve. Maisie Hoy. Kupola going to Soderstrom. Off the block, good save by Dupont. Over to Fonder. Illies from the 10-foot line. Blocked by Soderstrom. And the Flyers side out down by 2 at 15-13. Soderstrom's been out of the lineup for a while with a bad ankle, but she's playing well tonight. Kupola at the line to serve for Bagley. Puts it into play. Hovey. Dupont pushes it over. Maisie Hoy. Kupola to McKaylin-Hoy. Got it! McKaylin-Hoy with her 8th kill. And now it's 15-14. The Greyhound lead at 1. Kupola with 3 service points, 2 of them aces. Here comes a serve, dug out by Fonder. Dupont with a running set. Hayes hits it over to Maisie Hoy. And Kupola to Soderstrom. A miss hit into the net. And the Greyhounds lead by 2, 16-14. Lexi Illies at the line to serve. She's got 5 service points, no errors, no aces, 1 kill. Illies at the line. Here's a toss and the serve. Maisie Hoy and Kupola and McKaylin-Hoy able to knock it through the block for her 9th kill. So the Flyers side out again. They're down by 1, 16-15, and McKaylin-Hoy at the line to serve. Here comes the serve. Dug out by Hovey. Dupont to Hayes, and Hayes with a big swing. Soderstrom with the block and then got it over, and a miss hit by Fonder in the back row. So we're tied at 16-16 here in the second set. McKaylin-Hoy to serve again, serving for the lead now for Bagley. Here comes the serve, and it's an ace! Right between Fonder and Hovey in the back row. McKaylin-Hoy's second ace, the team's 7th. Brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association, and Bagley's up now 17-16. Nice serve by McKaylin-Hoy. And there's another ace for McKaylin. She's got 3 of them. That's 8 service aces for Bagley, and they now lead 18-16. McKaylin-Hoy will serve again. She goes to the standing conventional serve. Fonder with the up to Dupont. Here's a set going to Bailey, and Bailey able to get it through the block for the kill. Madison Bailey's 5th kill. 18-17, Bagley by 1 in the second set. They lead the match 1-0. Here's Dupont at the line to serve for the Greyhounds. She turns and fires the serve, handled by Thompson. And Kupola will set. Maisie Hoy hits it back row to Hovey. Dupont cross court to Howard, and Howard hit it deep. And the Flyers lead 19-17. Soderstrom at the line to serve for Bagley, and Foston's going to call a timeout. Timeouts brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op. For expert support and local solutions, reach out to the Foston Tri-Co-op, growing with you right here at home. On the Lynn Forest Insurance.
Hi, I'm Tyler McGlynn, and I'm the owner and Assisted Living Director at Bethany Assisted Living in Foston. We provide services for mentally ill and elderly in a safe and comfortable family setting.
I recommend for people who want to come in here. The place is nice, the place is good, the staff's real friendly, and gets along with people. It makes you feel like family. Maybe our family.
Because remember, we're pulling for you today and always. First National Bank.
Back here at the Foston Gym. Soderstrom will continue serving for Bagley out of the Foston timeout. Here's a serve, line drive. Hovey sprays it over to Dupont, and Hayes hits it back row. Flyers on the attack. Thompson with a tip, one-handed save by Bailey. Dupont setting to Hayes, who hits it over and down. Hayes with the kill. And a side out for the Greyhounds, who trail 19-18. Braylon Sater will come in to serve for the Greyhounds, who trail by 1 here in the second set. Here comes the serve, handled by McKalen Hoy. Flyers go to Maisie Hoy. Oh, what a save by Sater. Gets an overpass. And Kupala backsets to Thompson. One-handed dig there made by Fonder. And now Quam for the kill. Got it. Patty Quam with his 7th kill. And we're tied at 19. These two, during the regular season last year, played a 5-set match. This one could very well be the same. Braylon Sater with a serve. Low pass, it's an ace. McKalen Hoy backed up a little bit but couldn't handle it. Sater with her second ace, brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association. And now the Greyhounds lead 20-19. Sater with a serve. Lynch with an overpass to Fonder. Dupont to Quam. Got it! Oh, Hattie Quam on fire right now. 21-19 Greyhounds. Timeout, Bagley. Timeouts brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op and on your Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard. We got a battle going on here.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
Here at Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls, we pride ourselves on serving you with experienced, friendly bankers who make all decisions locally. Our bankers are available to help you with any of your financial needs. We offer a variety of deposit products from checking accounts to IRAs. Our quick local decisions allow you to borrow money and make your purchases today. Stop in.
Sater with a serve, and it's tipped over the net there by Justice. Good recovery by Fonder, and then Quam from the 10-foot line hits it over. Flyers go to Thompson. Thompson hits it back row, hit backwards. Sater picks it up, and it's hit over the net by Quam. Flyers set it up to the 10-foot line. Thompson bumps it over the net. Here's Bailey to Dupont, and the set going to Howard. Blocked by the Flyer. No, it's a net hit on Howard. No block, it's a net hit, so the Flyers side out, trailing 21-20. Stella Justice at the line to serve for Bagley. Here comes a serve, a low serve, it's an ace for Justice. Her first service point, 9 aces for Bagley, and now we're tied at 21-21. Back and forth we go. Bagley won the first set, 28-26. Stella Jessna serving for the lead now. And a nice serve dug out by Bailey. Here's a set to Quam, and Quam with another kill. Hattie unstoppable in the second set. She's got 9 kills. And now the Greyhounds lead 22-21. Hannah Fonder at the line to serve for the Greyhounds. Here comes a serve in play. Lynch hits it backwards. McKaylin Hoy with a save, and it's hit over by Thompson. What a save by McKaylin Hoy. Wait, oh, they're going to call a double hit on Bagley. So the Greyhounds get the point, and they lead 23-21. Great hustle nonetheless by McKaylin Hoy on that play. Fonder with a serve. Here's Mullen on the set. Thompson hits it over, dug out there by Fonder. Dupont to Quam, and that time Quam hit it into the net. And the Flyers down by 1 at 23-22, and Maisie Hoy at the line to serve for Bagley. Hoy with a serve. Handled there by Sater. Here's a set to Quam, and she tried to tip it over and tipped it too soft into the net, and we're tied at 23-23. Maisie Hoy with her first service point. Here comes the serve, line drive, handled by Fonder, goes up by the ceiling, and it's going to be hit by Howard, blocked by the Flyers. Here's the set going to McKaylin Hoy, and she gets a kill. Her 10th, and now Bagley is serving set point at 24-23, and Foston will take their second timeout. Wow. The pendulum of momentum swinging a lot in this one. Our timeouts are brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op.
The huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North.
And they came storming back, but the Flyers able to hang on. And now Maisie Hoy serving set point here for Bagley. Here comes a serve by Hoy, and it's a miss hit by Howard, and Bagley takes the second set on an ace by Maisie Hoy. So on the Linfors Insurance Agency scoreboard, Bagley now leads at 2-0, and both of their wins coming by.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
Creek, they beat Henning 3-0. LaPorte leads Walker Hackensack Akeley 2-1. Grafton, they swept Stephen Argyle in 3 straight. Minneota, the number 1 team in the state, they trail number 7 ranked Canby. The Lancers leading the Vikings 2-1. So they're in the 4th set there. International Falls over Little Fork Big Falls 3-0. And also on the out-of-town scoreboard, Pine River Baptist, they sweep Black Duck 3-0. Herbert Gonvick, they win over Cass Lake Bena 3-1. And let's see if we have anything else here on the out-of-town scoreboard. Winnimac and Climax Fisher are playing over at Winnimac tonight. And I'm trying to find something on that one, but okay, here's another one. Fertile Beltrami, they lead Lake Parcata, been 1-0. Okay, Climax Fisher and Winnimac, they're done. Climax Fisher winning 3-0 over Winnimac, 25-17, 25-21, 25-17. Holly, the number 1 team in the state in AA, they sweep Pelican Rapids, 25-10, 25-21, 25-9. Your out-of-town scoreboard, again brought to you by T&B Auto Sales of Bagley. Well, even though the Greyhounds are down 2-0, you certainly can't count them out in a match like this. 2 sets that were right down to the wire. Next up on the schedule, Boston has the Perm tournament this Saturday. They'll play Perm in the opening round at 10 o'clock. They've got Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal at home next Monday. They go to Lake Park Audubon next Tuesday, and a week from tonight they're at East Grand Forks Sacred Heart to take on the Eagles. Let's see what happens now. 2 evenly battled sets, both going to Bagley. Nora Marcus is in to start the 3rd set for Foston. And Kaylee Thompson will start serving the 3rd set for Bagley. Here comes the serve, and we're underway. Hovey with a pass. Dupont going to Hayes, and Hayes hits it through the block to Soderstrom. Ava Hayes with her 12th kill, and the Greyhounds have a 1-0 lead. Fonder with a serve for Foston. Maisie Hoy getting it to Coppola. Back set, McKaylin Hoy blocked. Hayes was there. And the Greyhounds have a 2-0 lead here in the 3rd set. Hannah Fonder with her 2nd service point. Hannah Fonder at the line to serve as the Greyhounds have a 2-0 lead in the 3rd set. Here comes the serve. It's going to go to McKaylin Hoy, who backhanded it over to Bailey, pushed right back over by Howard. Here's Maddie Mullen with a back set going to Coppola. Coppola with the kill. Mullen with the assist. Coppola with her first kill, and the Greyhounds lead 2-1. Coppola serving. Now the Greyhounds on the attack, and they go to Bailey. Bailey with a strong hit dug out by Maisie Hoy. A high pass. Coppola goes to McKaylin Hoy. Diving save there by Dupont. Can they get it over? Nope, they're going to run out of hits. And we're tied at 2. Coppola with 4 service points. At the line to serve for the lead now for Bagley, and serves it into the net. That's her 2nd error. And the team's 4th. The Flyers are doing a much better job with the serving accuracy than they did against Winnimac the other night. They had 14 that night. Service errors. Dupont with a serve to Thompson. Pass to Coppola on the set. Soderstrom has set a little off, but she made the adjustment and got it over. Fonder setting the ball to Bailey. And oh, who's going to take it? Nice save by Coppola. Overpass, tipped over and down by Hayes. Ava Hayes takes advantage of the overpass. And the Greyhounds have a 4-2 lead. Here comes a serve by Dupont. Line drive. Hit out of play by Stella Jesness. Dupont with her 3rd Bagley Co-op Association service ace, the team's 8th. And now the Greyhounds have a 5-2 lead here in the 3rd set. Here comes a serve off the top of the net. Good recovery by the Flyers. That was Jesness, and then McKaylin Hoy got it over the net. Here's Fonder setting it to Bailey, and Bailey goes for the kill. Thompson with a save. McKaylin Hoy gets it over. Now the Greyhounds set it to Hayes. Blocked. Soderstrom was there, and the Flyers get a side out. They're back to within 2 at 5-3. Soderstrom has had a nice match tonight, battling back from an ankle injury. Greyhounds set it up. Here's Howard hitting it long. And the Greyhound lead down to 1 now at 5-4. McKaylin Hoy with 8 service points, 3 aces, no errors. Here comes the serve. Hovey with a pass. Dupont sets it to Bailey, and Bailey hits it long. So some hitting errors by the Greyhounds. And now we're tied at 5. Greyhounds had a 5-2 lead, but now it's 5-5. McKalen Hoy serving for the lead. Nice serve to Fonder. Pass. Dupong sets the ball. Hayes hits it over. Dug out there by Justness. Here is Maisie Hoy. Blocked. Played off the block by Fonder. Dupong back set. Bailey gets it over. And now the Flyers set it up on the right side. Hit over the net by Justness. Greyhounds are going to go to Hayes, who tips it over the net. Now Kupala to Maisie Hoy, and Maisie with the kill, her 7th, and Kupala with the assist. 6-5 Bagley. Here's McKalen Hoy with another low serve to Hovey. Dupong sets it, and Howard gets blocked, and no, they say it, Howard hit it into the net. 4 hits on the Greyhounds, and it's 7-5 Bagley. Nice run of the line by McKalen Hoy. Flyers were down 5-2. Now they're up 7-5 in set 3. They lead the match 2-0 over Foston. Howard getting it to Dupont. Right side pushed over by Hayes. Thompson. Here's Justice going to Maisie Hoy, who tips it over. Dupont with an overpass into the back row to Thompson. Kupala going to Soderstrom, and I think somebody touched it. Yeah, they did. Soderstrom with the kill. And the Flyers lead 8-5. And Foston's going to take a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op and on your Lynn.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share it.
For all your business and financial needs, contact Farm Check Services. For more information, visit farmcheck.com. Check spelled Check. That's farmcheck.com.
Tom Lano back here at the Foston Gym, and the Flyers playing with a lot of momentum right now. They lead 8-5 here in the third set. They lead the match 2-0. McKalen Hoy with a serve hit backwards by Fonder, picked up by Hovey, and then Howard hits it over to McKalen Hoy. Flyers go to Soderstrom, who hits it over, and an overpass by Dupong, and it trickles along the net, comes back on the Foston side. Greyhounds get called for a double hit. So either way, Bagley gets the point, and they're ahead 9-5. 7 in a row for the Flyers, and an ace! Hovey and Fonder get their signals crossed, and McKalen Hoy with her 4th ace of the night, the team's 11th, and Bagley's up 10-5. 7 straight service points for McKalen Hoy, counting the side out. Bagley on an 8-0 run. McKalen Hoy with it, they let it go, and it lands in by about 3 feet, and the Greyhounds are really struggling right now, and the Flyers are feeling it. Back-to-back aces from McKalen Hoy, and the Flyers are up 11-5. McKalen Hoy the line to serve again for Bagley. Hard serve, and Dupont will set the ball, reaching for it and getting it over as Hayes. Thompson to Justice, and Maisie Hoy hits it over to Hovey. Greyhounds set it up to Hayes, and Hayes gets it over. Now the Flyers set it up. They go to Maisie Hoy, blocked it. Oh, there we go. Eva Hayes got just enough of it. But that ends a really nice run at the line by McKalen Hoy. And the Greyhounds have some work to do. They're down 11-6 with Braylon Sater at the line to serve. Here comes the serve, handled by Thompson. Pass to Justice, Maisie Hoy, and block, kept alive off the block, and Howard hits it into the net, and the Flyers get it right back, and they lead 12-6. Bagley won the first 2 sets, 28-26, 25-23. Kira Lynch at the line to serve for Bagley. Running up to play it is Sater. Dupont going to Quam, and Quam with a hard hit block. Nice save by McKalen Hoy, and then Maisie Hoy pushes it over the net to Quam. Now the Greyhounds go to Bailey, who tips it over and let it out. And the Flyers score again. They lead 13-6. Kira Lynch with 6 service points. Here comes a serve. Sater, Dupont going to Quam, and Quam unable to put it down. Lynch with the dig. Maisie Hoy with a big swing, got it! Maisie Hoy with her 8th kill, and the Flyers are on fire right now. They're on a 12-1 run. Lynch with a serve, a little floater off the top of the net, played by Quam. Dupont going to Quam, and Quam hits it into the net. And the Flyers lead 15-6. And Coach Macy's going to bring in Dusterman. Here's a serve by Lynch. Sater hits it backwards, played by Fonder, goes way up. Quam pushes it over the net. Here's Kupola going to Thompson, and Thompson with a kill. The Flyers can do nothing wrong right now. Thompson's 3rd kill. Kupola with the assist. And it's 16-6, Bagley. Here's a serve by Lynch, handled by Fonder. Dupont, and Dusterman hits it out, but the Greyhounds get the point. Bagley was in the net. So there's a break for Foston, but they got a big hill to climb here. I think they have to fix the scoreboard. All right, so Foston serving. Bailey at the line. McKaylin Hoy, and then a partial block, and Maisie, that's 4 hits, I think. That should be 4 hits. Yeah, that's 4 hits on Bagley. (17-7), Bagley with the lead. Bailey serves it into the net. Just the 3rd service error of the night for Foston, but the Greyhounds can ill afford that right now as they're down 18-7 in the 3rd set. They're down 2-0 in the match. And Madison Mullen at the line to serve here for the Bagley Flyers. Puts it into play. Quam with a pass to Dupont, and the set to Quam. Block! Thompson with a block. Kaylee Thompson, the freshman, with a beautiful single block in the middle, and it's 19-7 Bagley. Mullen with her 4th service point. Here comes a serve, and it's handled by Hayes. Dupont will set the ball, and it's Marcus getting it over. Now the Flyers work it to Thompson, tipped over, one-handed save by Fonder, pushed over by Hayes. Lynch to Mullen to Maisie Hoy, blocked on the far side there. Marcus was there, so the Greyhounds side out, trailing 19-8. Howard at the line. Emma Howard with the serve to McKaylin Hoy. And the set, Mullen getting it to Kupola, who got it over. Greyhounds on the attack. Marcus with the tip, played by McKaylin Hoy. Mullen setting to Thompson. Thompson blocked, comes right back over the net to let it out. So the Greyhounds score again. And it's 19-9, Bagley. Emma Howard to serve again for Foston. Nice serve, and McKaylin Hoy hits it off the back wall. There's an ace for Howard, her 1st and the team's 9th. Brought to you by the Bagley Co-op Association. So the Greyhounds now trail 19-10. Here's Howard with the serve. And it's sprayed off to the left there by Kupola. McKaylin Hoy back to Kupola. Greyhounds, Howard will set the ball. Going to Dupont. Got it! And here come the Greyhounds. Dupont with the kill. Howard with a nice assist on the set. And a timeout for Bagley. On the Linfors Insurance Agency scoreboard. Scoreboard says they were off a little bit on the scoreboard. So it's 18-12. They forgot to take that 1 point away from Bagley. We'll keep it here. Timeouts are brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op for expert support and local solutions.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share.
For the Greyhounds, as they try to chip away at what is now a 6-point deficit. Howard serves into the back row to McKeelan Hoy. Mullen getting it to Thompson, who hits it back row, saved by Hayes. Over to Howard. Hayes from the back row hits it over, diving save by Lynch. Greyhounds on the attack. They tip it over the net. That was Howard. Now the Flyers go to Maisie Hoy. The set a little off target. It lands off the net. And the Greyhounds score again. It's 18-13 Bagley. Emma Howard at the line. Here comes a serve to Lynch. Mullen going to Thompson. Thompson hits it back row and gets the kill. Hayes couldn't come up with it. Kaylee Thompson with her 4th kill and a side out for Bagley. So the Flyers lead the match 2-0, and they're up 19-13 in the 3rd set with Maisie Hoy at the line to serve. Hoy serves it into the net. There's a break for Foston, her 2nd error, the team's 5th. So it's 19-14 Bagley. And Miley Hovey will come in for Hattie Quam, and Hovey will serve. Kind of a knuckleball to Lynch. Kupala to McKeelan Hoy. Greyhounds get the block on her spike. From the 10-foot line, Dupont just bumps it over the net. Lynch to Mullen. Here's a set to McKeelan Hoy. Hits it hard but long. No touch of the net. Greyhounds score, and they're back to within 4 now. At 19-15. Hovey with a serve. Here's Coppola to Thompson, who tips it over. Nice save by Fonder. Howard to Hayes, tipped over to McKeelan Hoy. Here's a set, and it's tipped over by Thompson, played by Fonder, pushed over by Howard. Now the Flyers, here's McKeelan Hoy just getting it over. Nobody covered the far side for Foston, and McKeelan Hoy gets a kill, and the Flyers side out with a 20-15 lead here in the 3rd set. Heads up play by McKeelan Hoy. She saw that wide open side, and she just pushed it down on the floor. Thompson with the serve. Howard with the up to Dupont. Hayes tips it over. Flyers on the attack. Kupala to McKeelan Hoy. Got it! McKeelan Hoy with another kill. She's got 12 of them. Timeout Foston. On the Windforce Insurance Agency scoreboard, the Flyers lead the match 2-0, and they're up 21-15 in the 3rd set. Timeouts brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Foston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Foston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Foston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Foston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
At Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy. Not only do we have a large...
21-15 Bagley. They're 4 points away from a sweep here at the Foston gym. Kaylee Thompson at the line to serve. Thompson with a serve. Hovey got it over to Hayes, and Dupont gets it over on the 3rd. Here's Kupala going to McKeelan Hoy. Got it! Was it in? No, they called it out. The Flyers thought somebody touched it, but they're not going to get the call. So the Greyhounds catch a break. They side out down 21-16. McKeelan Hoy just missing the deep baseline. Fonder with a serve. Here's Kupala going to Soderstrom, blocked by the Greyhounds, tipped over the net there by Kupala, diving, rolling save there by Dupont, and then Hayes got it over the net. Now the Flyers go to McKeelan Hoy, and that's out of bounds. McKeelan trying to get to that deep left corner, but it landed out. So the Greyhounds are down by only 4 now at 21-17. Hannah Fonder with 3 service points on the night. Fonder with a serve, handled by Thompson. Cupola is going to go to McKaylin Hoy. Blocked it. She gets the kill. Not a clean block. McKaylin Hoy with her 13th kill. And the Greyhounds are down 22-17. Caitlin Cupola at the line to serve. She's got 4 service points, 2 aces, 2 errors, 1 kill tonight. Cupola serves it into the back row, playable for Hovey. Dupont to Hayes, and Hayes with a boomer, but it's dug out by Thompson. They go to McKaylin Hoy, who tips it over the net. Howard for the Greyhounds to Fonder. Bailey hits it over. Thompson in the pass. Cupola to McKaylin Hoy, who hits it back row to Fonder. Greyhounds on the attack to Dupont. Got it! Brielle Dupont with the kill. 22-18. Bagley by 4 in the third set. They lead the match 2-0. Brielle Dupont at the line to serve. Dupont with a serve to Thompson, the up. Cupola is going to go to Soderstrom and throws it over. Here's Fonder, bumps that 10-foot line, hit over the net there by Bailey. And now the Flyers, an overpass tipped over and down. Hayes was waiting. And the Greyhounds are down by only 3 now at 22-19. Brielle Dupont, a tough server, puts it into play to Thompson, the pass to Cupola, and the set to McKaylin Hoy, and McKaylin Hoy hits it into the block. And the lead is down to 2 for Bagley at 22-20, and Coach Sarah Schlegel is going to take a timeout. So the Greyhounds are coming back. Timeouts brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op for expert support and local solutions. Reach out to Foston Tri-Co-op.
Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy. Not only do we have a large selection to choose from, but we also offer them with a wide range of options. Whether it's the F-150, Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, we'll find the vehicle that best fits you and your budget. Check out the selection at ChristianBrothersFord.net or ChristianCarsOnline.com. Find your next vehicle at Christian Brothers Ford, Highway 2 East in Crookston.
Thielen Motors, you get the best deal on your dream ride and the best value for your trade. Plus, we'll help you get the best rate available. Visit us in Park Rapids or online at ThielenMotors.com. After all, you deserve the best.
All right, Brielle Dupont will continue serving. Greyhounds were down 22-17. Now it's 22-20. Bagley up by 2. Here comes a serve into the back row. Maisie Hoy, Cupola, McKaylin Hoy blocked by Hayes, but the Flyers got it over the net. Here's Hayes with the approach. Dug out nicely by Cupola. Flyers go to McKaylin Hoy with the tip. Got it! Oh, what a play by McKaylin Hoy. On the fly. Taking a little bit off. And a tip more than a hard hit. And a big side out for Bagley. They lead 23-20. Nice play by McKaylin Hoy. Now she's serving. Here's a set. Dupont to Hayes and out of bounds. And Bagley is serving set and match point as Ava Hayes hit it just deep. Greyhounds have to side out or it's over. McKaylin Hoy with a serve and Fonder got enough of it, but then it's hit into the net by Bailey and it's over. The Flyers mob each other on the floor as they complete the sweep of the Foston Greyhounds. 28-26, 25-23, and 25-20. And what a week for the Bagley Flyers as they don't only win all 3 of their matches, they don't lose a set all week. They beat Red Lake County Central in 3. They beat Winnimac in 3. And now they come to Foston for the Greyhounds homecoming, and the Flyers win in 3. On the Linfors Insurance Agency scoreboard, 28-26, 25-23, 25-20. The Bagley Flyers come to Foston and defeat the Greyhounds in 3 straight. Post-game report brought to you by Soli Realty. Our post-game summary brought to you by TDS Fertilizer and Trucking. In between sets tonight, brought to you by Bid-It-On Auctions and Bid-It-On.net. They've got vehicles, furniture, tools, antiques, hunting equipment, and more. Bid-It-On Auctions, Bid-It-On.net. If you have any questions, contact Jeff Wagner, 218-766-3180 for Bid-It-On Auctions and Bid-It-On.net. 3-0, Bagley wins it. The post-game show coming up on KKCQ.
It's best for you. So why not choose Pine Peak Therapy of Fosston, where progress happens? Pine Peak Therapy offers speech and occupational therapy for pediatrics and adults, pelvic floor therapy, upper extremity orthopedics, and certified hand therapy. Call today to schedule your appointment at 218-435-1210 or stop by their new location at 903 Hilligoss Boulevard in Fosston. Pine Peak Therapy of Fosston, where progress happens.
Hot water is essential to our everyday lives. Cleaning dishes, washing clothes, and taking a shower all require a reliable water heater. That's why water heating is a great place to start when improving your home's energy efficiency. And Red Lake Electric Cooperative is here to help. Great new incentives are available for installing a new qualifying electric water heater. New electric water heaters are among the most efficient, dependable, and durable products on the market today. And with great new incentives from Red Lake Electric Cooperative, it has never been more affordable to upgrade. Better efficiency, better value, better be electric. A message from your friends at Red Lake Electric Cooperative. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts, your go-to destination for convenience and support. Life can be hectic, but with Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston, we're here to make it easier for you. Need a prescription refill? No problem. Use our Nord's Pharmacy app or call our refill line 24/7. It's that simple. And guess what? Once your prescription is ready, you'll receive a handy text alert. Quick and convenient. Don't have time to step out of your car? Our drive-thru is open late until 7:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Talk about convenience. Visit Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in downtown Fosston, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy ready to serve you. As another harvest season begins, Larson Seed and Agronomy extends our best wishes to the hardworking farmers across the region. Your dedication, long hours, and commitment to feeding the world never go unnoticed. We also want to sincerely thank you for your trust and your business throughout the year. From all of us at Larson Seed and Agronomy, we wish you a safe, successful, and bountiful harvest season. Larson Seed and Agronomy, rooted in knowledge, growing with you.
Are you looking for a partner in your energy needs? Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions is here to help. This is Jeff Friesen. Our dedicated sales staff is ready to serve you with a full line of energy products, including fleet programs, bulk fuel, bulk propane, DEF, lubricants, and fuel tanks. Call us at 888-935-2281. We can provide energy solutions for your farm, home, and commercial business. We are Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions, your trusted energy partner.
We're back here. Sorry about that. Coach Sarah Schwagel will be joining us here. We'll get everything lined up. And we've got our post-game award winners to announce in a little bit. But, I was just mentioning, Sarah, what a week you guys have had. You not only win all 3 matches, but, you don't lose a set all week.
No, we didn't. That's right. Now you bring it up to think about it. We didn't. We went 9-0, I think, on the week. And what a just wonderful week. You have that 3 games, and it's just going to be kind of a grueling week. But being able to, like we talked about, that mental part of it, to be able to keep going when it's tough, and we did. We did it. 3-0 on the week, and then to win tonight. It's been so many years. I don't even know how many years it's been, but to pull a win out at this varsity level is very huge for our program.
Yep. And that's the thing, you mentioned being mentally tough tonight, and you had to be, because, this ended up 3-0, but this was far from a one-sided 3-0 match.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It was great volleyball tonight. It was just so fun to be in the gym and be part of it. Just the saves made on both sides, the hits, the digs, like just amazing things are happening tonight. I think all the fans got their money's worth for sure, because it was just a fun night of being out here.
And like all the other matches this week, a lot of different players contributed tonight.
So many different players contributed. I had my libero back there, and she was sure doing a great job serving too. She hit some of those short ones, some nice aces when we needed them. And Kira Lynch just dug it up back there. Alexis Soderstrom, being back after being out for almost 2 weeks, and her comeback game tonight, maybe her best game of the year. Really, she did so well for us out there. Just smart decisions. I just thought the girls, their choices at times, when the Hoys would both go up and they would kind of roll it or tip it down the net at different times, kind of change up the pace. That was very vital and crucial at the moments they chose to do that. And so yeah, it's just being really smart at times too.
Well, the first set, 28-26. Had that gone the other way, who knows what would have happened? Because that was a pivotal first set.
It was such a pivotal first set as it was back and forth. And to come out on top, I'm happy we did, because we just had so much momentum and so much excitement to start that second game. And I just told them, the second game has to be, you have to keep this intensity and energy and scrappiness this whole set, because they're going to fight back so hard. And they really did, they really did. Pulled out that again, so.
Yeah, in the second set, you fell behind 5-2. You got the feeling, okay, well, here come the Greyhounds now, but then you righted the ship there, and you pulled that one out by 2 points, too.
And then they pulled that one out by 2 points, too. I know. It's volleyball. Sometimes it's just unpredictable what's going to happen, and sometimes things fell the right way for us at the right times, and I'm grateful they did. But, yeah, just fun.
It was a great week, obviously, but I think you're the first to admit that you can enjoy this for a while, but then you got some big conference matches coming up, and a lot more fish to fry before we get to tournament time.
Yep, that's the thing. It's like, just because this night's over and we pulled it out, it's like, yeah, we have to. We have four more regular season games, and those are super important. I always talk about with her section standings and seedings, and then within our conference too, is 3 of the 4 conference games for us. So we want to do well in those, and these girls are determined to keep fighting hard and see what can happen in those next 4 games.
By the reaction of the players, you could just tell how much this meant to them, and the crowd too.
I think so. I think it is, right down the road, and wanting to win this game. You always want to, and you hope to. We were a few points away last year in that first set. We almost had it, and we didn't. So it was just like you kind of wanted even more than to come back and try to get that. But the fans were amazing that we had over there, and my bench girls too that didn't see the court tonight. They were so excited for our girls, and just so much energy off the bench that kept us going too.
We talked about the future of your program, how bright it is. You got so many good young players, and I know the junior high played over at Bagley today, and a lot of the Boston fans who were there were complimenting your junior high players. You got a lot of tools to work with.
It is. It's nice to hear that, and they're working hard. Their junior high coaches are doing great, and these girls, they're putting the time in the off season too. Even this younger girls, they're in there and they want to get better, and they are, and we are excited for the future. We want to obviously have the best rest of the season we can, but we are very, very excited for what's to come in the years for sure.
All right, Sarah Schwagel, head coach of the Bagley Flyers. Congratulations. I'll let you go celebrate with your team, but great effort tonight.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Okay, so there is Bagley Flyer coach Sarah Schwagel. We'll take a break and be back with more as the Flyers win 3-0 over the Boston Greyhounds here at the Boston Gym.
Thank you, Tom. Congrats on your name.
Get ready, Manoma. Hunter Hayes comes to Shark Casino on Friday, October 24th. Multi-instrumentalist and platinum-selling artist behind chart toppers like Wanted and Somebody's Heartbreak is here for one unforgettable night. With over 2 billion streams, 5 Grammy nominations, and a voice you can't forget. This is your chance to see Hunter Hayes live. Tickets are on sale now at starcasino.com.
Les Meister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and they will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. Lesmeister Dental is located in Crookston at 1726 University Avenue, or call them at 218-281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
All right, let's get to our post-game award winners. The sub of the match brought to you by Main Street Station in Delhi and Fertile. Currently looking for full and or part-time help. Stop in or call 218-945-6488 for an application. I'm going to give that again to Braylon Sater. She's been doing a nice job coming off the Greyhound bench. 5'3" sophomore, number 4, and she had 7 service points, 2 aces, no errors at the line, and she's starting to see a lot more court time now, and Coach Macy getting her out there, and she's doing a nice job. 5'3" sophomore, Braylon Sater. She is our sub of the match, again, brought to you by Main Street Station in Delhi, Fertile. And the star of the game brought to you by Dr. Gabe at the Foston Chiropractic Clinic in downtown Foston. See Dr. Gabe for chiropractic, acupuncture, wave therapy, hydromassage, and nutritional supplements that will keep you healthy all year long. The Foston Chiropractic Clinic, located at the stoplight in Foston, 218-435-6186. And I'm going to give that to Michaela Hoy of the Bagley Flyers. She had 14 kills. And I'm going to redo my math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. She had 17 service points. And McKaylin had 5 service aces tonight. And no errors. So McKaylin Hoy, sophomore, number 2 for the Bagley Flyers. Our star of the match, again, brought to you by Dr. Gabe at the Foston Chiropractic Clinic in downtown Foston. The Toughness Award brought to you by Jacobson Body Shop in Solway, where tough damage means tougher repairs. Since 1946, they've been fixing dents, glass, and collisions with the kind of rugged precision that lasts a lifetime. Jacobson Body Shop in Solway, because toughness isn't just on the field or the court, it's in the shop. And I gave the water bottle to Alexis Soderstrom. And going into the match, we talked with Coach Schwagel in the pregame show, and Alexis has been out with a bad ankle. She said, well, we'll give her a try in the first set, see how it goes. Well, she played the whole night, and she had 5 kills. She had a couple of nice blocks and did a nice job at the net tonight. So Alexis Soderstrom, a junior, number 16 for the Bagley Flyers, we gave her the Toughness Award and the water bottle from Jacobson Body Shop in Solway. And the Enbridge Bring the Energy t-shirt, I gave that to Kira Lynch, the senior libero for Bagley, and Coach Schwagel talked about the job she did tonight, especially at the service line, where she had 9 service points, 2 aces, and no errors. Bagley served aggressively and accurately. They had 12 aces, just 5 errors at the service line tonight. So the Enbridge Bring the Energy t-shirt going to Kira Lynch, the senior libero, number 10 for the Bagley Flyers. Back with more on the post-game show as Bagley comes to Foston, and they beat the Greyhounds 28-26, 25-23, 25-20 here on KKCQ.
American State Bank, Erskine and Grigla can provide you with all the banking services your family needs, from personal to business or farm banking. They also provide mobile banking, bill pay, and you can sign up for the convenient e-statements too. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends. Give them a call or stop in today. American State Bank, located in Erskine and Grigla. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Bethany Assisted Living is a care home especially operated to provide the special needs of seniors and disabled adults. Kept in a quiet and peaceful community in Foston, we have built a facility that is complete with the amenities that you need in order to live an independent, safe, and comfortable life. We ensure that we get to provide you with an environment that is warm and cozy, so much like home, so you will not even feel like you've left your own. For more information, please call us at 218-435-1044. Bethany Assisted Living in Foston.
The Auto Dealers of Ada are ready for fall with huge savings on all new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as huge savings on OEM parts and accessories.
Oh, you're welcome.
And Kelly's Chrysler Center. A nice selection of trucks, SUVs, and cars. Plus many fresh trade-ins and new 2026 models available for order. You can see all their inventory online at theautomn.com and Kelly's Chrysler Center.com. Or stop in and talk to one of their friendly salespeople. The Auto Dealers of Ada, serving the Red River Valley Lakes country for over 90 years.
It's not a food. Sure.
Avoiding you.
Oh. Okay, Justin.
I was like, maybe I won't go out there and then I'll miss it.
That's not a fluke. I mean,
Harvest Days is back on 106.5 KRJB, and the Bagley Co-op Association has added a $1,000 certificate to the grand prize pot. What could you get with $1,000 to the Bagley Co-op? A load of feed, new tires for your truck, fuel to keep you going, or supplies to get that next project done right? Getting signed up is easy. Just listen to 106.5 KRJB now through October 24th for your chance to enter. Don't miss out, because $1,000 at the Bagley Co-op can go a long way. The Bagley Co-op Association, your hometown partner in every season.
Okay, we're back here in the post-game show. Greyhound coach Alyssa Macy joining us. Yeah, it was a 3-set match, but that was a battle. Those first 2 sets especially could have gone either way.
Yeah, they were, Tom. We played hard. We did, and so did Bagley. You know, we both fought back and forth. They outplayed us. They did. They outplayed us, and it felt like they wanted it a little bit more. As a whole team. You know, there was a lot of girls on our side that did want it, but we talked about it takes 6 players at all times out there. You know, you're only as good as your weakest player, and there were some girls that weren't always bringing it 100% the whole time, and that's hard. That's frustrating. So, you know, we showed up tonight, but it was like we weren't all there, Tom. You know, it was a hard-fought battle, but it was a frustrating one.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, because when you said Bagley wanted it more, and that's not taking anything away from your girls, but you could just, especially with the way they won that first set, it was like, oh boy, here we go.
And we talked about that in the pregame show, Tom, about how important that first set was, and it really was. What was the end score of that
28-26.
Oh, it was such a heartbreaker. And, you know, it probably could have been a different outcome had we have won that first one. Not that we gave up by any means. You know, we fought again that second one, and it was a close match. You know, too many long runs for them. And we let them back in. You know, that second set, we came out strong. And then they caught right back up, I think, 7-7 or something like that. And we needed to do a better job on that serving line, taking them out of their offense. But then they did it right back to us, you know. So very back and forth game for sure. You know, credit to Bagley. They really fought, and they really brought it. And we would be getting these blocks, and they were just right there for the cover, you know. Like, they didn't let anything hit the floor. So I was just very impressed with Bagley's efforts and their execution tonight.
Well, I guess what nice thing is, I mean, now you've got a lot of matches coming up.
Yes.
You got the Perham tournament Saturday. That's always tough. And then Norman County East, you'll hit it all, Lake Park Audubon, and then Sacred Heart next week. So a lot of matches coming up. But, yeah, the Perham tournament, that's you played in that thing. Mm-hmm. You coached in it. It's quite a tournament.
It's always an awesome tournament, you know, with 16 of some of the best teams out there. So we're excited. We're excited to go there and hopefully figure a few things out, you know. I tried a lot of different things tonight, and credit to those girls that came off the bench and were able to fill some shoes and kind of just give our girls a mental break sometime too. You know, that's sometimes all it takes is just a little reset on the bench and go back in there, and then let's see you perform a little bit. So it was good to see, you know, girls that were able to just to step in and do those things from our bench. So, you know, we'll see what Perham brings. I'm just really wanting us to have effort all the way through, and some, like, just strive to win. There were a few of those girls, but again, some of us are out there and we're just kind of going through the motions. And that's what we did in practice, some of us yesterday too, and we talk about all the time, we're going to practice like we play. So, it was just too bad on our homecoming night that we weren't able to get at least one of those games, but credit to Bagley. They did a good job tonight.
Well, and you bring up a good point about these tournaments, too, because it is a good opportunity, whether it be the Ruth Hayden tournament off the bat or at this point of the season, the Perm tournament, where it's a good chance to try maybe a few different things.
Yeah, and like Braylon Sater, for example, has really been impressing us in practice and on the JV squad. So, we threw her in there tonight, and she's got an awesome serve, and she just likes to play the heck out of some middle back defense. So it was kind of fun to see her step up a little bit tonight. I thought our defense played really well, and that's something we've been working a lot on. Hannah Fonda did a really good job of reading those hitters and picking up some tips and defending. So it was awesome to see her as our libero role there, and just all around, our defense was awesome. It's just too many errors, too many hitting errors still, and we got to clean that up. Yep.
Well, with the youthfulness of your team and the youthfulness of their team, I think you're going to have some pretty good battles down the road here. So.
My assistant coaches and I were talking about that before the game. We said, whoa, look at this. It's like we're girl for girl here, and you could tell with our point for point those first and second games. So it's going to be a fun battle for quite a few years here.
Well, that's great to see. Bagley won the B squad 2-1. You guys won the C squad 2-1. So, it was a fun night of volleyball. And despite the outcome, happy homecoming, I guess.
Happy homecoming. And hopefully those football boys can get it tomorrow.
And remember, the football game starts an hour earlier.
Yes.
So maybe the girls won't be up quite as late as usual for homecoming.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Before the parent tournament.
Yeah, that's part of the deal. So, all right. Thanks for stopping by, Alyssa. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you, Tom.
All right, that's Alyssa Macy, head coach of the Fosston Greyhounds. We'll wrap it up next here on the post-game show with some numbers as the Flyers win 3-0 over the Greyhounds.
Hi, this is Wyatt Vedelson from Security State Bank in Oakley. Are you in the market for buying a new home or doing home improvements? Security State Bank of Oakley is here to make your home purchase a great experience. You will get the same professional service if you are purchasing, refinancing, or remodeling. Call us at 218-796-5157. Security State Bank of Oakley, your hometown bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Clearbrook-Gonvick School District, dedicated to mapping pathways for student success. Teachers, faculty, and administration are working daily to prepare all students to become lifelong learners and responsible citizens ready to meet the challenges of the future. Clearbrook-Gonvick fosters a caring and creative environment and works to promote pride in each student in our school and in our community. Stay up to date with school information and schedules online by visiting clearbrook-gonvick.k12.mn.us.
Dakota Heritage Bank is your dedicated hometown bank that is here to serve all of your banking needs. Hometown banking means that we bring you the strengths and the personal service which no other form of banking can bring you. Our strengths and service are based on our total involvement in serving you and the communities where we live and work. Dakota Heritage Bank offers ownership, leadership, and service that are local. We bring the personal touch to banking because our only concern is what is best for our community and our people. Stop by and visit us today. We look forward to serving you. Member FDIC.
North Central Feed Products provides area livestock producers with a full line of mineral, premixes, base mixes, and supplements for the nutritional needs of their animals. Whether it be dairy, beef, swine, or poultry, they can provide the products and consulting services needed for profitable operation. Call North Central Feed Products today at 218-487-6040. That's 218-487-6040. North Central Feed Products, a step above the rest.
Every game has its big plays, but real greatness is found in the grit, determination, and effort that doesn't always show up on the scoreboard. That's why Jacobson Body Shop of Solway is proud to sponsor the Toughness Award after every game broadcast on KKCQ. Stick around for the post-game show as we recognize the player who battled through the hard hits, put the team on their back, and showed what toughness is all about. Jacobson Body Shop of Solway, repairing vehicles, restoring confidence, and celebrating toughness both on and off the field.
And thanks again to Jacobson Body Shop in Solway sponsoring our Toughness Award. And again tonight that went to Alexis Soderstrom of the Bagley Flyers. C squad went to Foston 25-17, 14-25, 15-8, and B squad went to Bagley 23-25, 25-17, 15-8. Varsity goes to Bagley 28-26, 25-23, 25-20. And some of the numbers for the Greyhounds tonight: Ava Hayes had 14 kills. Hattie Quam, she had a nice match at second set especially. She went nuts there. She had 9 kills for the night. Maddie Bailey had 5 kills. Brielle Dupong had 4. Emma Howard had 4. And Lexi Illies had 1. And for the Flyers, McKaylin Hoy, our star of the match, had 14. And Maisie Hoy had 8 kills. Kaylee Thompson had 4. Alexis Soderstrom had 5. Caitlin Kumpala had 1 kill for Bagley here tonight. 9 service aces for the Greyhounds. Hovey had 1. Dupong had 3. Sater had 2. Hayes had 2. Howard had 1. And 12 aces for Bagley. Maisie Hoy, she had 1, and McKaylin Hoy had 5. Stella Justness had 1. Caitlin Kumpala had 2. Kaylee Thompson had 1. And Kira Lynch had 2 aces at the line for Bagley. Just 3 service errors for Foston, and just 5 for Bagley. And the out-of-town scoreboard, before we sign things off here, brought to you again by T&B Auto Sales right off of Highway 2 in Bagley. Wadena Deer Creek over Henning, 3-0. LaPorte with a win over Walker Hackensack Akeley. You know, LaPorte's had a pretty good year this year in volleyball. That was a nice win over Walker Hackensack Akeley for the Wildcats, 3-1. Kleber Gonvik with a 3-1 win over Cass Lake Bena. And the number 7 team in the state, Canby, they knock out the number 1 ranked team, Minneota. The Canby Lancers over the Minneota Vikings, 3-2. So number 7 knocks off number 1 tonight. Minneota's ranked number 1 in football, too. The Grafton Spoilers, they beat Stephen Argyle 3-0. Mountain Iron Beal over Deer River, 3-0. And International Falls over Little Fork Big Falls. The Broncos over the Vikings, 3-0. Pine River Bacchus, they beat Black Duck 3-0. And also on the out-of-town scoreboard, Sabika over Verndale, 3-1. Battle Lake beat Underwood 3-1. Underwood will be in that Perham tournament. And also on the out-of-town scoreboard, Rothsay over Brandon Evansville 3-0. Monaga beat Bertha Hewitt 3-0. Park Christian over Norman County Eastfield and Hitterdal 3-0. Pillager swept New York Mills in 3 straight. Kitson County Central, they lead Goodrich Grigla 1-0. Bearcats won the first set there 25-16. Climax Fisher, they won in 3 straight over Winnie-Mac, 25-17, 25-21, 25-17. And the number 1 team in the state in AA, the defending state champion Holly Nuggets, they defeat Pelican Rapids 3-0. Fertile Beltrami, they're having a really good year. They beat Lake Park Audubon 3-0. And the Northern Freeze over Warren Alvarado Oslo 3-0 on the out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. Looking to see if there's any others, and that's about it. Out-of-town scoreboard, again, brought to you by T&B Auto Sales and Highway 2 in Bagley. Next up on the schedule for these 2 teams, Foston goes to Perham Saturday for the Perham Invite. They'll play Perham at 10 o'clock, and then after that, it all depends on how the first-round matches go. It's a little different now. They used to have pool play, but now it's bracketed after that first round is done. And I can tell you some of the other teams, or all the other teams actually: Roseau, Underwood, Thief River Falls, Park Christian, Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, Walker Hackensack Akeley, Sabika, Piers, Parker's Prairie, Staples Motley, Perham, Foston, Kitson County Central, Barnesville, Henning, and Park Rapids. Now, if Foston beats Perham, they'd play the winner of the Parker's Prairie Staples Motley match at noon. If the Greyhounds lose to Perham, they'd play the loser of Parker's Prairie Staples Motley at around noon on Saturday. For the